Hey guys, I'm back. I am so excited for this new little, chapter or beginning. I have tried to get back in front of the camera and share whatever it is I want to share, and I've had a hard time the last few years figuring out exactly what that is, what I want to share. If you follow me on Instagram, TikTok, or anything, I've talked a little bit about that, how hard it's been for me to share. I don't know what I want to share. I don't know where to begin. And I had a hard time with that on YouTube. I feel like YouTube has just been, I don't know, it's been changing over the last few years, and it just didn't feel right. Now, some of these videos will be available on YouTube for those that don't want to pay the membership for Patreon, and that is fine. But if you're here on Patreon, I just want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you for sticking around. I went pretty much like 2 years without posting. I have a few videos. I think my last video was like a year ago. I don't even remember it, to tell you the truth. But I'm going to give you guys a little update, okay? We're going to go back a couple years. So 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with a pulmonary embolism. Since then, life has taken a few difficult turns for me. I've had great things obviously happen in life, but the pulmonary embolism was caused by lupus. I also found out that I have APS, which is antiphospholipid syndrome. And on top of that, I was also born with sickle cell trait, which I really don't talk about much. My dogs are at the door staring at me, wanting to come out and say hello to you guys. But I did, it's been a crazy 2 years. A lot has changed. Lupus has changed my life so much, and it's taken the last 2 years to just come to terms with it. I feel like I was grieving my old self, my life, because so much of it has changed. You guys are used to seeing me out on the farm and doing all that. If you are a longtime follower, then you know how much I wanted this farm. And it still makes me emotional, so I'm gonna try not to cry because I have a sty. But it's just not capable, or it's not ideal for me anymore with my health to really be on the farm. So I'm really not on the farm as much anymore. The twins and Lewis have really taken that on for me, but we've really downsized. I've got 3 goats. I have a couple chickens, which you guys already know. I wasn't really involved with the chickens. They're Lewis's. We've got 2 cows, 1 horse, and some pigs. But I'm honestly never really out here anymore. Now, with that, I started a bath and body business, and I think I was on YouTube when I had kind of somewhat started that. And it has grown. It's grown into something beautiful, something I'm so proud of. It really helped me overcome postpartum depression, which I also was going through back in my YouTube days. And I don't think I spoke about it much, but I was definitely spiraling and losing myself. And I think that's where I started to lose the connection with YouTube. So I'm hoping that, it's been a couple of years. I'm about to be 31. I have a birthday this Sunday. And that's just crazy to me to think that I am now 31. And so many of you have been following me and watching me since I was 16. The twins are 14 years old now. They just celebrated their birthday during Hurricane Milton. That unfortunately we were hit really hard. Florida was hit really hard with Hurricane Milton. The farm had a tornado go through it. Thankfully, God is good. It missed the farm, or like it missed the barn by a hair. It took down one of my favorite trees on our property. I mean, it was rotten anyway, but it took that down, did some damage on fences, and the cow, little cow hut thing we had for them needs to be fixed, and the pig's hut needs to be fixed. But thankfully, it just like slid on by and only took that tree with it. You know, everything else can be fixed, but that was like the scariest freaking storm of my life. I think I can speak for any Floridian in that matter. That is all I've heard. I've seen so many people crying, so many people have lost things. It's truly heartbreaking. Don't cry, Trevor. You got a star in your eyes. Just go. The dog's staring at me, y'all. We have a new dog that I'll introduce to you guys in a different video, because I don't think we had him a year ago when I did my YouTube video. But his name is Smokey. He's a German short-haired pointer, and he's Lewis's dog. I gifted him last year. It was the first time that I was actually able to buy Lewis something that he's been wanting and surprise him with like my own money. Like, if that makes any sense. So I was very, very proud. He's a good boy, but I'll introduce you guys to him in a later video. What else have we been up to? Annabella and Sebastian, they're 10 and 6. What? I feel like it was yesterday that I was sharing pregnancy updates and her birth story with you guys, and the same thing with Sebastian. I started YouTube, I don't know, shortly after having him or shortly after his first birthday or something, and it's just, I mean, that's just so crazy. But they're growing up, and wow, what a whirlwind. So many of you know that in my YouTube days I shared my concerns about Sebastian being autistic, and some of you know, had reached out to me and told me that you see that in the videos and whatever else. Well, we finally got a diagnosis, and Sebastian was indeed diagnosed last year in 2023 with autism level 1. So typically that would be Asperger's syndrome, and same thing with Annabella. And they both have ADHD, 2 different types of ADHD, you know, completely different autistic characteristics. It was an emotional roller coaster. It still is. I don't think we ever get off that roller coaster, to tell you the truth. But it's been a learning process. It's been something that we've been gasping. It's changed our family for the better. I know so many people, it would maybe tear them down. I know in the past, Lewis was very scared of that realization, and just to see how it's changed our family for the better and in the ways that it's changed us, I wouldn't want it any other way. Like, no other way. But I want to share all that with you guys, which is why I'm back. 30-year-old Jennifer has a lot to share with you guys. I have a whole new chapter to share with you guys, and now I know what I want to share and in what way I want to share. So I'm excited to be back. I'm excited for all of you to join me, and who've been waiting and messaging me and telling me to come back in my comments, whether that be TikTok or Instagram. Thank you for being patient, somehow knowing that I find my way back after I said, no, I'm done. Your support over the last few years have been amazing, and I'm excited for this new ride. If you guys are watching on Patreon, thank you so much. Look for videos once a week. That's what I'm gonna do, maybe more, and definitely some posts throughout the week. I'm really excited. I've got lots of home renovations coming, and I'm gonna share them all with you along with work and the kids and everything else. If you guys have any topics or videos that you'd like for me to make and share with y'all, let me know down in the comments. Make sure you guys follow, subscribe, become a member, whatever it is that you need to do on any platform.